Welcome. Today, we are going on a journey inward, an exploration of cosmic creation and a guide to experiencing it in your daily life. Based on the ancient wisdom of the Yoga Vasisht, we will discover how the universe is not just something happening to you, but something happening within you. How did all of this begin? The ancient texts tell us that creation did not start with a loud explosion, but with silence. It emerged from a state of perfect tranquility within the Supreme Spirit. Think of a sound sleeper having a vivid dream. Just as a dreamer projects an entire world from their own mind, the universe we experience is a manifestation of a single, universal consciousness, often called Brahma. As the text says, as sound sleep displays itself in visionary dreams, so does Brahma manifest himself in the works of creation. Before there were physical forms, there was only pure intellect, or chit. Then, a subtle movement occurred. Consciousness became aware of itself. This first stirring is called Chaitya, a turn from pure being into the potential for knowing. At this stage, reality consists only of faint images, lighter than air. These are the very first cosmic blueprints of the world we see today. As this consciousness becomes denser, it takes the form of the jiva, or the living soul. This is the precise moment where the sense of I, an individual self, arises. The text explains that the soul seems to lose its divine nature by obsessing over itself. But this separation is actually an illusion. It is like seeing a snake in a dark room. You fear the snake, but when the light is turned on, you realize it was always just a rope. Our perception of a separate material world is the snake, the underlying reality of consciousness is the rope. The first thing to emerge from this individual soul is space, known as calm. But this isn't just empty nothingness, it is the potential for existence. Crucially, this space is the seed of sound. This is the birth of the Tanmatras, the five subtle sensory elements. Before there was a specific sound to hear, the very essence of soundness was born. From that first element of sound, the universal intellect unfolds the rest of reality in a cascade of sensations. Through motion, it becomes the essence of touch, associated with air. From the idea of light, it produces the essence of sight and color. Reflecting on fluidity, it creates the essence of taste, or water. And finally, wishing for form. It creates the element of earth, which holds the essence of smell. These five elements, sound, touch, sight, taste, and smell, are the primary seeds from which everything in the universe grows. We usually think of these as physical things, but the Yoga Vasisht tells us they are increate ideal shapes of the intellect. They are the sensory data that your mind uses to construct your reality, moment by moment. This is not just a history lesson about the past. This is the story of your own perception right now. Just as a massive banyan tree is contained entirely within a tiny seed, the vast universe you experience resides within the seed of your own consciousness. Every sight, sound, and feeling you have ever known was concealed within you, ready to expand into the world you see. If the universe is a dream of the supreme intellect, then your senses are the portals where this dream becomes known. The Tanmatras are not out there in the world. They are the language your consciousness uses to paint the world. Every time you see a color or feel a texture, you are participating in the continuous act of creation. So, how do we experience this unity? We can try a simple practice. First, choose a sensation, perhaps the sound of traffic or the warmth of the sun. Second, drop the label. Don't call it car or sun. Just feel the raw energy of the sound or the warmth. This is touching the Tanmatra, the pure essence. Third, trace it back. Realize that this sensation is rising from the silent space of your own awareness. Let's look at a specific example, seeing a red rose. Your mind immediately labels it rose, red, beautiful. But if you let go of the label, you are left with the raw quality of redness and form. You are experiencing the pure element of sight. Contemplate that this redness is a vibration of consciousness manifesting as color. The seer and the seen are connected. The redness is happening within you. Why practice this? Because it reverses the illusion of separation. We stop seeing ourselves as tiny, isolated egos and start recognizing the unified source of all experience. The world stops feeling like a collection of alien objects. Instead, everyday moments become reminders of your connection to the whole. You begin to see the rope, not the snake. This shifts how we live. Frustration with traffic can transform into an awareness of sound. Washing your hands becomes a meditation on the element of water. Life ceases to be a series of problems to solve. It becomes a continuous unfolding of wonder that you are here to witness. Let's recap the journey of manifestation. It flows from the Supreme Spirit, or Brahma, to the universal intellect, Chit. It stirs into knowing, or Chaitya. It condenses into the individual soul, the Jiva. And finally, it bursts forth into space and the five senses: sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Ultimately, the Yoga Vasisht teaches us that the world is not made of things, it is made of thought. All things rise and fall like bubbles in water, but the water of consciousness remains. Your senses are the portals, and you are the creator.